Oh my god. Uh, the fuck is that? Oh, I could just wear the green plaid. Yes, let's do this. Oh, that's so cute. I don't know why this sweater has changed. Okay. I don't know. What the fuck? Hey there. I'm trying to get dressed. Fucking shit. To call again, probably. Office. Try and find different shoes. And wear these. Or let me update. Office. What is it? Oh my god, this that is not. Let us look at clothing. Zero. Uh, think this will not match how I want it. No, not what I want. Not what I want. Oh my god. This is terrible. But I love it. No, not what I where it wants to be. Not there's anything to be matching. Where's the one with the bow? It was terrible. Hmm. Weather party. Mission Christmas. Okay. Tris. Mm, no. This. See if it comes in the green. Not the right vibe. No. Um. Oh. Let me put on the vest. I think it is 82. Okay. So we have these pants. What pants are they? They are 286. Oh my god, no. You will have to go with those. No, we will keep what we had. Let me see. Oh, I'm changing. Also, it ringing one time. What?
Is it dog killer?
Oh my god. It's weird.
A little bit.
What did you...
You thought you were on the phone with Doc, didn't you?
No, I know who I'm calling.
No. You got scared. You thought you called the wrong person.
No, I did not.
It is a requirement to have something green on today to get into court, so you better have something green on.
That's what I tried to find.
Okay. Yeah, I have it all on all the signs already, so if you're not wearing green, you're not getting in.
Oh my god, what if I lose in the court? Because I can't come in?
You know I'm the judge on it now, right?
What did you do to Mr. Tarts?
He lost his passport, so I am taking over the case.
No, he did not.
Yes he did. Go and look.
I see.
So you probably will not get a verdict today, because I know nothing about this case. So
Don't you usually know nothing about the case?
Okay, not a murder trial. Well, attempted murder or accomplice, whatever you fucking changed it to.
Listen, it will be very easy.
Doc is also on the case. Him and I are taking it together because of the
Oh
short
my god.
notice. I found out at like 6 a.m. this morning, so.
Well, I will give you interesting things to contemplate at the court.
Like life choices?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
It could be considered a life choice, perhaps.
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm at Ponce Boys.
Which one?
The one in Rockford. I'm looking for the dress.
Are you talking about the one on...
The one near DOJ headquarters.
Okay.
Portola.
I'll be there in a second.
Alright, I am
bye.
here. Bye. that enough green? And this is green. Um, I think there is a belt. It's under something belt. Maybe it is a bag. Oh my
This is
god.
Doc Killard.
Oh my god. I hate you.
No, you don't.
I'm looking for a belt.
What do you need a belt for? You look great.
Because I need a belt to go with it.
Okay.
I like this suit.
Thank you. I like your dress.
Oh my god, thank you.
Do you like my glasses?
Yes.
I can't see for shit out of them, but
Well, there you go.
they're green.
What else could it be on?
Accessory rack. Oh, decal
Maybe.
rack. Did you check the decal rack?
You think it's...
Ooh, shit. What does it got? I like the gold. The gold. You gotta go gold. That's
Oh,
unfortunate.
it kind of...
That one looks so good.
But nobody will notice.
I won't notice. You could put like a suit jacket over it, no? Or can you not? Different rack.
It's different.
Hmm.
I could see if I can find it in this rack.
Under the shirt rack?
Yeah.
You try.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, surprise.
You need to give me warning.
Oh. Oh my god, look at this.
The green one.
Oh, yeah.
No, there was an actual green one.
No, the green one is too green.
Okay.
That's way too green. This one color better. Dang it.
Put your hands down for a second. That's a problem. I don't think. I think you're SOL.
Maybe they're different jacket.
Ew. That one wasn't as bad.
Oh, this is terrible. This is difficult.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can I wear with these? The other jacket won't work, the one in the vest, because it is too short. Oh, maybe I can wear the cardigan. Whatever that is. This one. Maybe 305. Somebody remember 305 for me. Uh, okay, we might just go with this. This is shit. No, I can't wear it. Damn it. Oh my god. This actually matches perfectly and you can't see it. I think we go with this one.
Get in.
Where did my car go?
I parked it at City Hall. Get in.
Oh my god.
You've reached the office of Killian J. Clarkson.
This is a dog killer.
Why? Now I don't have anywhere to put my weapons.
Huh? You can give them to me.
Oh wait, I have a car across the street.
park the limousine out front before any police get there.
Or wait, is your Granger at City Hall?
Mine?
No, Sunny.
No, and mine is at DOJ headquarters.
Damn it.
My
City Hall.
oh yeah, it is a city hall, not court. My LG EJT is here. Omnis.
Get the Hummer.
Ah. We put this in here, and put this in here, and put this in here. We get some pork chops, and oh, we have water. I need more food. We will take this out and put this one in. We will take this out, put this one in. I don't know what's in there.
You'll see when you look into there. No. Just take a look at your glove box.
Where did the bag go? Where is it? What the fuck? Oh.
Do you know if my clothes
Ah.
are awake?
I need to put that in the house. Oh, it does not fit in there. Okay.
Fuck, Michael's not awake.
Why is that out?
Marked okay?
You like what I
looked
found?
Good. Didn't take you long enough.
Let's go,
Shut up.
Sonny. Wait, who are you saying shut up
It's
to?
Rick.
Dog. Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay.
Rick, let me explain my
Hi,
case to
Rick.
you real quick so I know if I will win.
Fuck off.
What do you mean?
That's toxic. That's not stupid, okay?
Cool.
No, it's not. It's making sense.
Which courtroom was it again? Was it 1 or 2?
Make like a practice verdict, and then I can show you after you make yours.
That's fine.
Hey there, Lady Baker.
Hello. How are
Oh,
you?
Are you here to be argued this case?
Oh no, I'm just here for support for Albie since it's his very first fucking case and it's a fucking capital one. Like, good. Holy shit.
Oh, Cindy, my condolences.
I will do that after the fact, just so I don't immediately undercut his confidence.
You have a lot of people over there. No.
Huh?
Like
Oh,
when-
at Coronado?
I made these today. What do you think?
What is
Okay,
defense?
okay.
What did you make it? Oh my god, we are
I'll
wearing the
send it-
same belt. Look at
I'll
us.
send it to you. Oh yeah, we are.
Wear it better.
Hold on, I'll send it to you too, Sonny.
What the fuck is Ragnar?
Like Rangers, Ragnar.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Okay.
Is it? Wait, should I do Ragnar or Ragnar?
Ragnar's better. Sounds like a fantasy thing.
Ranger. Ranger.
It just sounds stupider, therefore.
Hello
funnier,
there.
If it's an A.
RMS Adventures. We're having the court today.
I like it. Oh, can I make one suggestion?
Of course.
Slide it down a little bit because it's a little top heavy.
I'm gonna stick the website link at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
But I just didn't stick it in there yet.
Where is the... Where's my document? Oh,
You need to stick it in the dictionary?
duplicate.
Yeah, I need to stick it in the. I can't say it. Ah.
I'm glad to see you up and about, by the way.
Today's my last day.
What happens after
Okay.
today? What? Your
I
last
go-
day?
I go on like a 2 to 3 week LOA.
And then who knows?
Oh, yes,
And then
no
who
worry.
knows? All I could do on my LOA is email. But I don't email that much, so I'm probably just.
It's
won't
always try to find the nudist
hear-
streaming.
You won't hear from me for ages.
I don't usually have many
Wait,
viewers,
we have to
but
get married before you leave.
what the fuck
Okay,
is wrong
yeah,
with this
after the
document?
trial, want to get married?
Yeah, let's get married after trial.
Like before everyone leaves,
is
we'll
this
just start
document?
the wedding, right? As soon as it's over.
Probably
My Google Docs is
depending on the
fucking up.
outcome.
Let me open this up.
who's over there with Killian? I couldn't figure out who that was. Hello.
Hi, Siri. Hi, Roy.
Hello, how's it going?
Do you guys know any words that are special just for Los Santos?
Hi.
Bullshit.
So far, I got Los Santos
Grumpy.
special and Ragnar.
And there is nothing special about the Los Santos special.
Does the South
Killing
Side count
this rule is
because
bullshit.
they're special?
That's a good one.
Fucking
though,
hate
South
wearing green.
Side.
The word itself is not special to hear, but they are.
Special word, criminal mastermind. Oh wait, no, that doesn't exist here. Shit.
Would you guys say Ragnar or Ragnar?
Ragnar.
Yeah,
Ragnar.
Ragnar.
Hey, I'll
I
step
say
over here.
Ragnar.
Step over here by the tree.
What is by the tree?
Come on.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
He's 100%. He's being in.
What the fuck is Doc up to? What you?
What the hell is that about?
You're so stupid.
I'm just testing something.
Aim.
Isha Jace.
I am
Does his
not
hair
awake
count?
enough.
Yes.
It does.
Yeah, me either. I need a coffee.
Why are you like
I'm gonna go get one
this?
from the machine over there.
Go do that.
Oh my
Your
god,
hair's
everybody
blue.
wearing the green. What's wrong with the blue hair? It is more teal.
Yeah, but it's not green enough. I mean,
I will go to it.
Oh, is
Hair
that
salon
supposed to
right
be
now.
your green? No, that doesn't count. I can't believe I found this cardigan that is
Killian.
exactly matching my
your hair
dress.
counts.
yeah, it's pretty great.
It does. They're saying it doesn't.
It
Green is so hard to match with
Okay,
each
cool.
other. None of it like
Yes.
lines
Not
up.
I was
Exactly.
Like, let me in your office. I'll just put the green suit on.
I just didn't even try. I was like, first green jacket. Let's go. Okay, all the words I'm thinking of are
Why are
dirty.
you wearing sunglasses?
It is
inside
okay.
being a
Dirty
weird
words are
weirdo?
fine.
Because
Hmm.
it's
Not-
me,
You're-
'cause that's the
No,
wrong
no,
thing.
no, Clarkson. I would never dream of calling anybody else
That's
a
why I didn't know
weirdo
which
other
one
than
were
the Chief
which.
Justice.
that's not what I do. There we go. Jesus.
Stupid. I actually only just came here
There.
to
Is
When
it
you
still
said-
top
piss at
heavy
When
or
you
is it
said my
better
hair
with
wasn't
the
green enough, and now I'm like disappointed in
thing.
myself. I got the glasses. I got the glasses.
Oh no,
I'm
that works
good.
fine.
Yay.
I see.
My hair is definitely green. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's blue.
The line shorts here. Well, what? That's the stars, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That-
Put this over
I thought
Is
it
here.
that an
said
A?
shorts.
Yeah, it is an A.
The clear just starts.
Shorts.
Rick, uppies.
Okay.
I feel very out of place, so yeah, I'm gonna go change.
Do you like my court outfit?
I do. This is kind of nice.
Short sleeves with a tie.
Winnie got to see a pigeon chase.
Oh my god, I was actually
Yeah.
gonna attach to that, but they said no. I pulled it out and everything about to go. They're like, no, we got pigeon. I'm like, fuck.
I'm gonna use those very often.
I want a pigeon pursuit.
Pigeon,
Wait,
pigeon.
Sonny and Winnie, are y'all both here?
Yes.
Yes.
In front
Oh,
of me.
come over here.
Okay.
I want
my
to show y'all
God,
something.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
I want to see too.
Hang on. Think about I don't know, sharing heart hands or something. Both of y'all.
Like that? Or like what?
Oh, I was thinking
No,
like
you-
together.
You gotta share
You
it.
know, you think
Oh.
about
Oh, I see.
You gotta share your
Um,
hands.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
I don't have to.
Oh,
I don't have to.
I'll
I'm
try
getting
another
married
one.
after the
Oh,
court
is that-
case.
is that
soon.
What do you mean try another
Wait,
one?
are you actually?
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
marry
about to
Winnie.
try another one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What are you doing to
Look,
my photo?
I was trying to hear you, but the person behind us was really loud too.
Probably knowing him.
Oh, okay. Other way.
What'd
Okay.
you say,
Yeah,
Lolo?
we'll just look this way.
Me and Winnie getting married after the court case.
I'm getting a little bit fresh with you. Uh-huh.
Well, it's fine. I'll allow it this time. I am a recently married woman, though.
Oh my god, congratulations. Who did you be married?
Okay.
Killian.
Oh my god. He's so sweet.
Sir, I know this
I
is
think
a-
you're next.
I'd
Well,
ask you
no,
guys to
well-
wear something green to enter the courtroom. Oh, you're actually wearing shoes. Okay, never mind.
Those
Actually
green
wearing
though?
shoes, he says.
Wearing green shoes.
They're
And
green.
where's your green?
Don't mind me just
the
casually
works, look at
abusing
my
the Chief
shoes.
Justice.
What did you just
No,
Photoshop?
you need like a green crown or something.
We're excluded. But hold on, are those pants green though?
I hate that photo.
I don't know if
His pants are green.
I do not like that photo. First of all,
you know how
I
those
hate.
colors.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
like
God.
a pale
He's-
olive.
So are they approved?
Told you I'd be here.
Yeah,
What'd you
they're
say?
like an
Okay.
olive that's been soaked in
What
the
are you photoshopping?
the
I'm
martini
just testing
for too
something.
long.
I'll
What
send it to
what
you.
are you tasting? I want to see.
I'm working on it.
Hurry up!
Hi,
I know
Jane.
you
Very
cannot
proud-
rush
very proud of food
perfection,
clothes.
but with
I
me in the
also-
picture, it is pretty much close to
Hey.
perfect, so it should not take very long.
You can wear something
Serial
green to enter the
killer.
courtroom.
Look at my feet.
Take a close look at my
Judge's
earrings.
order.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Hold on.
Yes, I am the
Let's do one at a
prosecutor.
time.
Hi guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
Are those
How's it
approved?
going?
What
Oh,
do
look
you
at you! You found
I'm
some
just wearing
shirt.
shoes.
I-
and-
I-
like the color green.
Yeah, they are green hearts. I'll approve it.
Okay.
Plus,
Do you
I'm
think
Irish,
this spring
too.
must we conduct these searches?
plus, you
please?
know,
Hey,
my
hold
hair
on,
is
hold
green.
on.
Okay.
Mister, I wear red all the
This
time.
should be
and
fine.
Green. What is
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with
yeah.
this picture?
DOC.
Are you,
Okay.
you just
All
show
right,
me?
Mister.
Yeah?
Look.
They have
I'm
to
wearing
wear
green.
design to
Look
be
at my
let in.
shoes.
Yeah, I
Can't,
got
Green
to
no,
shoes.
that doesn't. Nah.
It counts.
Nope.
It
Yo,
No,
can we
nobody wants to stay.
whisper,
Ouch.
please?
Oh my God, Heather!
Thank you.
You don't have any green on.
Considering I'm
No.
not yelling.
I'm wearing my
Oh my
uniform.
god. Oh my god.
The cartridge
The
in his
green.
taser's green.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yep.
Do you need
Perfect.
help searching?
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah, if you want.
So is this
Okay.
one of those
I've got
things
you.
where
Let's
I
see.
deliver my
One thing
testimony and then
you'll
I'm good,
go
or do
through and
I,
then-
like do I stay for the
Oh,
entire thing
oh,
just in
okay,
case
okay.
you get anything?
It
Yeah,
is
green.
up to
Why would you run over the
I
crippled
don't
woman?
know if the defense subpoena
You,
for direct
judiciary
examination.
or after you
Let's
cup?
see if I can
Yes.
look.
Alright,
Wow.
Okay. Well, because I know there
You're
have been
in a
cases
boot,
the
like,
past where I've
24/7.
literally delivered my
One
testimony.
can come over
and
here to
they're
get
like,
searched
Every
to
time
the
I
courtroom.
take
courtroom.
it off,
I was
people
like,
get
okay.
mad.
Oh my god.
But
You have anything, anything on you?
Hands up.
Let's see.
You want to
Have you
If they
containers,
did
weapons?
motion for direct examination, then we can see if they
looks
can do
fine.
it
You're good to go in.
right after their cross, so
Are
you
you
can
good
be
to go in?
released.
Are
okay.
you judiciary after you cup?
Let me see.
That's why
What
I
was
didn't
that?
change anything.
Alright, next.
Any containers, weapons
that,
on you?
What
I
is it?
have a container of food.
Give me 2 seconds here.
No weapons, though.
Why are you?
No, they did not.
That's what. That's what.
Oh,
You can,
Hold on.
yeah, come over here. Come over here. 1 second.
Okay.
You're,
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just
So you should be good after your testimony. You will
Did he say
be
you were good?
second.
no, he was
I
pulled
hope
away
that is
before he
okay.
said that. I think. Second, that's fine. So you said I am good to leave after my testimony?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Force of habit.
You should be good.
Alright, cool. I just wanted to. That way I'm not
Rabbit.
like sitting there and they're like, I yeah, have we green didn't need you, earrings. so. I do.
Let's see. In here. I think it's good.
Thank you.
alright.
Alright, you should be good.
Let's go on and bust. Any weapons or containers on you?
Just my wallet, sir.
Alright, you're good to go in.
gonna get
Alright.
this line.
Okay, next.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Alright.
I guess
I
I'm not
mean-
good to go in.
Yes, she had green earrings.
Alright, let me unlock the door for you.
Shit,
Thank
I
you,
need to
thank you.
get in line. I'm caught in the line.
Oh, why
You don't-
Oh, this line right here.
Any weapons
I'm
or
not sure. Some
containers?
people say.
What?
No.
Nah, you good.
Right there. I see.
All right,
Oh,
awesome.
my taser? Yeah.
Yeah, your taser.
Yeah. This is.
You
Alright,
need that
you're good to go
taser.
in.
It can't- The button is.
Yeah.
My headband should be fine, right? Maybe.
I don't.
Do
I
I
could,
need
I
something
could try
a
to
little
find one.
more excessive?
Hello.
What up?
Alright, you good if I patch you down?
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
you can go in. You're judiciary. I can
You
tell
don't
that
have to
you guys-
search me? Oh my god,
No.
let me go
So
get
what
my
do we
guns.
do?
Alright, you should be good.
What is the theme? Oh yeah, for
What
sure.
the fuck?
Just
Wow.
kidding.
You hear what she just
Yeah,
said?
man.
She,
What the fuck?
Let me get.
was he short? Was he searched, DOC?
Yeah, I got told to let judiciary and cops in.
She's not judiciary though.
You not?
Oh, she's DOJ.
I'm running.
Sonny, come back out here.
Sit over here so people
No, you say I could come in.
I gotta search you real quick.
No, you don't.
I do.
Mm.
Any weapons?
No, she's fine.
containers?
She's fine.
No, of
Oh,
course
oh,
not.
she's not? Oh, you're good.
Yeah, no, you're good, Sonny. Sorry.
I got told she wasn't.
I'm so confused. Let me see. Lady Tiger.
preparing.
The flap defense. I've seen
Yep.
it many times.
Let me see if the doctor. Hmm. God damn it. I am going to be very upset if my witnesses do not be showing up. I can't pinch people in the court. Mm. I don't need this. Oh my god, the follow. Thank you for the follow. My heart is happy. Oh god. Always get nervous before the court. Where are my fucking witnesses? No, Dr. Cook. No, Cheryl Tigger. Tigger is here. Good. What about Dr. Cook? Let me see who I'm having to ask questions of. Igor, Pierce, and Cook.
Oh my god, hi Cheryl.
Oh my god, I was getting a little bit nervous.
I was wondering if I was gonna be sitting alone here.
No,
I think you're gonna be right here.
I just woke up.
I'm also looking for the Dr. Cook. If you guys know where he is being.
3 hours ago, but yeah.
Two?
Dr. Cook?
Oh, I'm not sure. I just woke up.
I woke up like the hour ago.
I just woke up 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was going to wake up earlier, but then I was like, no, I'm going back to sleep. I'm not worried about the case. I'm worried about the witness.
Hi, soft.
Of course I am ready to
Oh, hi,
win.
Soft.
This sweater doesn't actually fit over this, but it is the exact same color. You can see little tiny spot on the shoulder where the dress sticking out. There is a little spot there, right at the color of the sweater where the dress sticking out. But it is the perfect match of color, so you can't tell. Come on, 5 minutes. Oh, I need to go to the opening statement. I don't know how I want to do this. Yeah, it is St. Patrick's Day outfit. I don't know if... yes. Go for it. If you're annoying, where is Dr. Cook? Make him show up.
Hello, hello, hello. Don't think I would forget my sunshine.
Dallas, why are you yelling? Jesus Christ.
You're hitting everybody with your cane, Dallas.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What do you mean you can't see?
Blind.
Why? Yes, I asked why he's blind. He said he's blind. He wasn't blind the other day.
Fucking shit. Does make me nervous knowing whether... I kind of like that guy's feet. We are wearing the same cardigan. Of course, somebody put that shit on. I kind of like the shirt with the cardi and the pants. I wish I would have put that together.
I'm sorry.
You see, they will not make the ruling today. Because they not look at the case. They never look at the case. Oh. Um. Um.
What up, Tao?
Let me see. What the fuck? Okay, well, that will be ready. I don't know if it will be accepted or not. No, I don't have time. Court is in right now. Let me see, where is the...
Outside. Dallas, she's talking to her lawyer. Let her do her thing.
No, not right now. I cannot go back there. Oh, just remembered. I have some chips and salsa. Yes, I'm excited to eat this. I don't have keys to get back there.
What? Yeah, I heard both of you. I said I have no idea.
I don't know why. Oh my god. I am very upset.
All rise. The court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Hillard and Justice Clarkson presiding.
If you can figure it out by the end of the
Good
case.
afternoon, everybody. You can all be seated. So my name is Chief Justice Killian Clarkson. With me presiding over this matter is going to be Circuit Judge Hillard. I have my clerk to my right. And I also have a backup clerk hidden somewhere. So before we begin today's proceedings, I want to remind everyone the importance of maintaining decorum and respect throughout the entirety of this proceeding. This is a court of law, and it is essential that all parties involved, the attorneys, witnesses, spectators, etc., conduct themselves accordingly. All electronic devices, including mobile phones, smartwatches, and radios, must be turned off or set to silent. Conversations should be kept to an absolute minimum and conducted in a whisper so as to not disrupt the proceedings. Respect for all parties is mandatory. There are no exceptions. Any physical or verbal intimidation, harassment, or so on will result in expulsion from the court. Anyone deviating from any of the procedures or rules of this court will be taken into custody and held in the holding cells until the end of trial. Now, if the state can just state their name for the record, please.
Yes, Your Honor, it is the prosecutor Sonny de Cavanaugh.
And the defense, please.
I'll be Franzese, attorney for the Coronado Group.
And if the defendant can state their name for the record.
Elsie Shaw.
Okay. Before we move forward, I do want to make some notations. Obviously, I was not the judge, and neither was Circuit Judge Hillard on this case until about 6 o'clock this morning. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Mr. Tarts has been on. He went on an emergency vacation, and without requiring this court to be postponed any longer, we decided to step in and take over the case. With that in mind, I have not been following this case, and neither has Judge Hillard. So we've had about 20 minutes to prepare for this case in its entirety, because we've been dealing with some bookkeeping on other matters. So I request patience as we continue to navigate through the trial. And I do not expect a ruling today. There is a possibility that we do have a ruling at the conclusion of trial, but I cannot guarantee anything. I want to make sure that I've reviewed all evidence and testimony and everything on the docket before providing a ruling, especially due to the nature of the charges. And I just have not yet had the opportunity to review the entirety of the docket as of yet. If we can have the attorneys please come up for a sidebar just to go into some nitty-gritty details, and we can proceed forward after that.
Oh my god, so much green in here.
None of the police officers have green on their outfits.
I can't help that. That's the only exception. But...
You have the green taser.
So I want to make it clear, Judge Tarts is no longer employee of the judiciary. He is also no longer in the state. He moved away and he's on a sabbatical. Obviously, not going to say that publicly. That is why we are taking over this case. I don't want it to hit STA, and I don't want to delay any proceeding. So we decided jointly to take on the case today. We've kind of divvied up who's going to handle objections and whatnot. But like I said, I've not had I've had 20 minutes to prepare. Because of the whole Judge Tarts leaving the state thing. I've been preparing and working on other things. I understand this may end up being a shit show, but I ask that you both bear with us while we try and figure things out, okay?
Yes, no problem.
All right. Is there any private matters you want to address before we go back?
Yes, sort of. Okay. It is a pre-trial motion of sort. Exhibit 8C, the affidavit from Officer Theo Fotopolis. He has some errors in there, and he submitted to me very early this morning. I'm just seeing it. The corrected affidavit. The initial affidavit submitted also is not completed. It is missing his name for to be swearing and affirming. The affidavit is on line 29. That is the original one. I am in possession of the updated one. I can post to the docket.
So my judge doesn't know what he's fucking doing. Okay.
They are identical with the exception of the correction of the names. And the name of the officer is filled out.
Yeah, so with that, actually, I did see, obviously, he had mixed up the information a little bit, but I just sort of, like, ignored that and pretended like I knew what he meant, kind of thing, you know?
Okay, so I'll allow, I mean, you don't have any issues with her submitting just a corrected version of the affidavit?
No, of course, no.
The contents of the affidavit are unchanged, correct?
That is correct. I can post for you. You can review quickly to make sure they are the same.
Yeah, because if the contents of the affidavit are not are not exactly the same, I'm gonna reject it. But if it's
Oh.
just changing the, like the
But
bookkeeping
the
and
names
administrative, I'm fine with
have
that.
been corrected, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
so there is a name in the affidavit. He used Kelsey instead of Honey, as the one that was moved
And
to the
also
infirmary.
Kelsey instead of Elsie.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
not happy about
Are
that.
are you perfectly fine with the admission then?
Provided it's not changed other than like
Is this
names and stuff.
Theo's
Yeah.
affidavit?
It is.
Yeah.
It is
me-
now on the docket.
Me and Lindsay did that. He accidentally switched two of the names in his. Like I think he said he accidentally mixed the witness with the suspect.
It also named
Yeah.
the suspect as somebody
that's the
completely different.
Yeah, it's just the name change. It's fine for me.
Alright, give me one quick second.
So he rewrote his affidavit in front of me and Lindsay, and we made sure it was all filled out correctly. I don't know who did his previous affidavit, but it was not good.
It was Atakis Goodbit.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I've never seen. I've literally. I can't remember the last time I saw Atticus actually around to do anything.
Where is it at?
But yeah, other than the name mix-ups, he swore to the newer one.
Okay, so I'm looking at this. There are some adjustments outside of that. So can you just review and make sure you don't have any issues, Ali?
Yeah, it's 2 seconds.
What would the adjustments be?
It went from I'll just show you. Hold on.
I
sent
yeah,
it to
I
both
can
of
see
you.
it.
Yeah. So just review that, the amendments that were made, and if you don't have any issues, Albie, then we're good. I mean, they're minor, but there is some changes.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy to use the original one with the understanding of the names.
If he objects to it, go for it. You'll just need to make corrections.
Yeah, no, that's fine for me.
Okay.
No,
Then
no real issue.
I'll allow the acceptance of the new affidavit.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Not currently.
All right. Well, you can head back to your seats. I'm going to ask for pretrial motions just for the open court, and then we'll go into opening statements.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh my god, doctor, thank you for being here.
All right. With the administrative bookkeeping out of the way, are there any pretrial motions that we need to address before we start trial, or any other pieces of evidence that Judge Starts failed to admit?
No, Your Honor, nothing from this state.
None from the defense either.
Okay, and as for the court record, I did just accept the latest amendment to Trooper Fotopoulos' affidavit in replacement of, I think it was, what was it, 8C or 9C?
8C.
8C. Okay. So we'll proceed. If the state is ready, they can proceed with their opening statement.
I need the clipboard. Your Honors, and the people being present today, the case presented to you today is involving the brutal and calculated murder of the victim, Miss Honey Meadows, at the hands of Miss Carly Kensington and her accomplice, Miss Elsie Shaw. This occurring while the three were being incarcerated within the walls of the state prison. The evidence and officer testimony presented today will show that Miss Kensington and Miss Shaw did intentionally, with premeditation, orchestrate this targeted crime to be getting the revenge on Miss Honey Meadows. On the date of January 19, 2024, the police are responding to the emergency request from the prison guards on the behalf of Miss Scarlett Kensington. Upon their arrival, they are finding the grisly scene of Miss Meadows lying lifeless in the pool of blood, with a large rake protruding from the chest. The officers quickly tried to be saving her life, but it was being unfortunate too late, and then Miss Meadows did later be pronounced deceased. The officers investigating, documenting, and collecting the evidence on the scene. They having two primary suspects, Miss Shaw and Miss Kensington, as the only inmates being present within the prison at the time of the incident. Forensic evidence and video footage are directly linking Miss Kensington and Miss Elsie Shaw to this brutal and unnecessary crime. Miss Kensington did already be pleading guilty to this murder of Miss Honey Meadows. However, the evidence and officer testimony presented here today will prove beyond any doubt that the Miss Elsie Shaw is being no less culpable of this heinous crime. Miss Shaw, the willing and knowing participant in this premeditated and intentional execution, is being just as guilty as the Miss Kensington that did be swinging that rake. That is all. Also, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Whenever you're ready, defense your opening statement.
Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, Your Honour, and the esteemed members of the court, today we're gathered here to seek justice for the tragic and untimely death of Honey Meadows. This trial revolves around the events that led to the loss of a member of our community, and it is our duty to unravel the truth and hold those responsible accountable for their actions. Scarlett Kensington already admitted her guilt to the heinous act that took a life of Honey Meadows. However, it's crucial to recognise that Elsie Shaw stands before you today, maintaining her innocence in this matter. Elsie was merely just an inmate at Bolingbroke Prison. She would have not been able to flee the area, and there was no immediate help within the walls of the prison, and she had no idea the lengths that Miss Kensington would go to. The evidence and testimony presented will shed light on the events surrounding the tragic demise of Honey Meadows and bring clarity to the role each individual played. As the proceedings unfold, you will hear a compelling testimony, examine irrefutable evidence, and gain a deeper understanding of the circumstances that led to this devastating loss. Our pursuit of justice demands a comprehensive examination of the facts, a keen scrutiny of the evidence, and a commitment to upholding the principles that form our legal system. Honey Meadows' memory deserves the utmost respect and reverence. We owe it to her, her loved ones, and to the cause of justice to navigate this trial with unwavering diligence and fairness. I implore you, members of the audience, to approach the trial with open minds, attentive hearts, and a steadfast dedication to uncovering the truth. The pursuit of justice demands nothing less. Thank you.
That was...
Perfect. If the state has their first witness or first piece of evidence they'd like to submit.
Your Honor, the state would call Sheriff Tigard to the stand. Listen, I got
Try to
this.
go into the box, please. Thank
Oh
you.
shit. She's into the box.
Would you like an oath or affirmation? All right. I'm going to raise your right hand for me. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
The witness has been sworn in, Your Honors.
You can begin your line of questioning.
I think Your Honors. Happy St. Patrick's Day. For the court, your name and occupation for the record.
I'm Cheryl Teager, and I'm a detective with MCD.
Thank you for your service. Do you recall being on duty the 19th January 2024?
Yes.
And do you recall be responding to the incident at the prison?
Yes. I was requested by Mr. Steele.
Okay. Are you able to recall any other officers aside from Mr. Steele being present at this prison?
Without looking, there were other officers. I'm pretty sure, but without looking, it's already very long ago. So I can only say for sure that Mr. Steele was there. To be honest with you.
Okay, that is fine. For the court, the state would enter into evidence exhibit 8A, Xavier Steele deposition on line 21 of the docket. The state would also request to enter into evidence 8B, Jack Cannon affidavit, line 27, and 8C, Theo Photopoulos affidavit, line 36. Ms. Tigger, who is documenting the scene and collecting the evidence here at this prison?
I was.
And what sort of things did you be finding?
Well, first of all, when upon arrival in the prison, I went to the hospital section where the victim was located. I was talking briefly to Mr. Steele, took a look at the person that was located in the hospital. Before moving over to the garden, where I noticed that one of the cameras directly was pointing towards the garden. So I made a picture of the camera, so we would later know that that is where the camera located. Up on arrival in the garden, there was a large blood pool that I took a picture of. I also took a sample from the blood that was located in the garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go. Let me, if I may.
Yeah.
So you saw the victim?
Yes.
Could you please, for the court, describe the state of the victim?
The victim was stabbed and injured by a gardening rake.
Okay, and you
that was
are
sticking inside of her.
And you are being aware of where the victim had previously been?
The victim was located in the garden, or found in the garden, yeah.
And how are you knowing the location of where the victim was found?
Well, first of all, there was a large blood pool that was in the garden, and the CCTV footage that we got from the forensics basically showed.
Okay. Let me see. And you run forensics on the blood in the garden?
Yes, I submitted the forensics report.
And for the record, who did the blood from the garden returning to?
That matched the victim honey meters.
Okay. Let me see. When you are observing this scene, documenting, did you see any other blood other than that being in the garden?
Yes.
And where did you see this other blood?
On the overalls that I collected in the cells from the overalls of Elsie Shaw and Scarlett Kennedy.
Did you see any other blood on the ground?
No, there was only blood in the garden.
Was there a blood trail leading to the garden or from the garden?
I only recall that there was a pool of blood directly next to one of the like gardening beds. Yeah.
Okay. And you say you collect the blood from the overalls of Miss Kensington and Miss Shaw?
Yeah, I also backed the overalls yeah, for evidence collection and gave them new overalls. Well, they were all in separate cells, yes.
Okay, so you interacting with Miss Kensington and Miss Shaw then at the prison, yes?
Briefly, just to get the overalls, yes.
Were you able to observe their appearance at the time of this overall collection?
I do recall that both overalls had blood splatters on the upper area. They were also they were kind of damaged a little bit as well, both overalls, but that was about it that I recall.
And what did this blood spatter and damage indicate in the forensics?
Some sort of altercation.
Your
as they
Honor,
were damaged and yeah, blood splatter were on top of them. So.
For the court, the state will enter into evidence Exhibit 1A and B, as well as Exhibit 2A. This will be on line 9 of the docket.
You said 2B?
2A.
2A.
And 1A and B, both on line 9 in the docket. This will be the camera on the scene, looking into the garden, a photograph of the garden in the blood pool, as well as the forensics report. Shit, where is it? If you could, for the court, Ms. Tigger, reference that Exhibit 2A on line 9, the initial forensics report.
Which evidence is that?
2A on line 9, the forensics incident report.
Forensic report, yeah.
For the court, if you could, let's see the Scarlet Kensington overalls. Can you please describe the forensic results of Scarlet Kensington overalls?
Yeah, sure. The forensic reports basically describe that there was blood splatter on the upper area, on the overall that belonged to Scarlet Kensington, and it basically describes that the blood stems from Scarlet, Kensington, Honey Meadow, and an unknown source that was also on the rake. Yeah, it also indicates that there were splatter and rips on the upper area that, as I said, indicate some sort of altercation.
Okay, and for the court, please describe it. The forensic results of LC Shaw overalls.
Again, there were blood splatter on the upper area that belonged to Scarlet Kensington, Honey Meadow, and an unknown source recovered from the rake, as well as the same splatter and rips on the upper area that indicate an altercation. It's very similar as Scarlet Kensington overall.
Okay, and for the court, the rake. Can you please describe the forensic testing of this rake?
Yeah, there was a potential fingerprint that was kind of smudged, which didn't result in any positive matches, but there was blood on the rake, and the blood on the rake was a mixture of an unknown source and Scarlet Kensington's and the victim from Honey Meadow.
And while we are examining this piece of evidence, you did mention the CCTV footage.
Yeah.
You saw the camera. Can you please describe the CCTV footage you obtained from this camera?
So the camera directly points to the garden, which is yeah, why I took the picture of it. So when we look at the CCTV footage, we basically could see Scarlett and Elsie walking to the garden while Honey was being carried by Scarlett. She's then put on the ground in the garden where, well, she was like found later on. Elsie and Scarlett were moving around the shed, which was a little bit constructed by the shed. But they can both be seen right next to the body, both holding gardening tools. Not being able to really seen which gardening tools, but it clearly looked like gardening tools. They had their backs to the camera, so it was not really seen what they were doing, but they were standing right next to the body. They will walk out of the garden, and yeah, as they walked out, Honey was seen laying on the ground with something long sticking out of her chest, which is presumably the rake, and a blood pool forming underneath her. After some time, Scarlett and Elsie return to the garden, while Scarlett bends over her body for a moment and then exits the garden again, before we basically arrive then.
Thank you for that. Let me see. In this forensic report, there is a unidentified DNA source on the overalls of Scarlett and Elsie, as well as Derek. Were you ever able to be identifying this DNA?
No.
This unidentified DNA was never identified?
That is correct.
Are you sure? What? Was there ever any additional forensics testing done on the overalls?
That is the only forensics that we did. That is in front of the court.
I am very confused. Your Honor, may I have his bar with defense? I don't.
Just the defense, or with us as
yes,
well?
yes. You is well, I suppose.
Let's go to chambers.
Let me put this down. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yes.
What the fuck? I am so confused. I don't know what to do. Exhibit 7A. The follow-up
seconds, let me get
forensics report. It is on line 17 of the docket. I don't. What?
Line 17?
Uh,
I see the... Oh, okay, hold on.
as well as 6A and B, also line 17. I am.
Did she not... Is she the one that ran it against the...
Yes, she's the one that gave it to me. Unless there is, for some reason, this evidence is invalidated by somebody I am not knowing.
Who
It
invalidated?
says it was requested by Lainey Bishop.
Wait, who? No. It doesn't say requesting share. Oh wait, am I looking at the wrong one? Hold on.
You're looking at the right one.
Shaw
It says
DNA.
Yeah, it says
Cheryl
requested by
Cheryl
Cheryl.
Tiga, yeah.
Wait, where am I looking?
I don't know. Wait, so,
6A?
wait, 7A,
Yeah.
7A.
Oh,
Cheryl requested both, right?
When was 7A invalidated?
I have no idea.
Where do you see that it was invalidated?
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. Why is she not? She the
yeah,
one that literally
right now.
gave to me.
I guess it's
I
just
mean,
being invalidated by her.
Just forgot after all this time. I mean, it's pretty obvious. 3 people, 3 plus. Anyways. I don't know.
I don't know.
The perjury?
I have no idea what that.
I wouldn't like to say perjury personally, but
I wouldn't either.
Listen, defense, are you okay if I introduce this evidence and have her look at it?
I'm surprised she forgot, to be honest.
Well, did Judge Tarts accept 7A?
Yes.
He accepted
Well, then,
everything.
then you can enter it and ask her about it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just never be
I
so
saw you stumbling. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
late.
oh, fuck.
I just I'm.
I saw a shocked Pikachu face.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like,
Yes, that would be the face.
girls.
Oh my god. Okay, thank you.
Anything else we can help you with, Miss Attorney Kavanaugh?
No.
Okay. You need a minute to compose yourself.
I don't know if there is enough time in the world for this composing that I will need.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
I'm not even gonna lie. It took me by surprise that she didn't recall it, and I'm sat there going, hang on a fucking minute. Like,
Me too.
wait.
I'm like, wait, no one ever investigated the other DNA? Or what?
Yeah, like what?
There are some.
Questionable at best.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Yep.
Get out of my face.
You want to roar again before you leave?
Yes,
I want it dismissed. Dismiss it now.
Okay,
Unreliable witness dismissed.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay.
Just a pre-warning.
All rise. The court is now back in session.
Let me get my clipboard.
You can all be seated. You can resume questioning.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Miss Tigger,
Yeah.
you able to access the docket?
Yeah.
If you could please review Exhibit 7A on line 17. This title introduce this to the court. Please let me know when you are able to see this document.
Which one?
7A on line 17 of the docket.
Really hard time because I don't really see the same lines. What am I looking at?
Let me see.
Would you like the courts to send it to her directly?
Yes, please.
All right, one moment.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Why? Oh my god. And make this harder for me because I like to lay the foundation for the evidence rather than just submit.
All right, there you go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are you familiar with this document?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. No, there was a rerun of the forensics since we got the DNA warrant. No, you're right. I'm sorry.
And for the record, who is this DNA warrant for? Oh my god. It is for AC Shaw. This state will also enter into evidence Exhibit 6A and B on line 17.
The DNA warrant for Elsie Shaw.
Sorry, repeat, please.
Entering into evidence Exhibits 6A and B, line 17 of the docket. That is the DNA obtained from Miss Elsie Shaw as well as the DNA warrant.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, we obtained the DNA warrant on Elsie Shaw, and then we did a rerun of the forensics. I'm sorry.
And
it's early in the day.
in this rerun of the forensics, were you able to identify the unidentified DNA?
Yeah, it was from Elsie Shaw. Yeah.
And for the record, this DNA was found on where?
On both overalls. Of Scarlett Kensington and well, her own overall. Together with the blood of Honey Meadow and Scarlett Kensington.
Okay, thank you. Just one more question. Going back to the garden scene, you're
Yeah.
seeing the blood there. Could you, for the court, quantify roughly this amount of blood?
It was a big pool of blood.
Thank you. The state having no further questions at this time.
Defense, any questions?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hello, detective.
Hello.
So, in regards to the second forensic report that you
Yeah.
filed, even though it shows Elsie's blood actually on the overalls, was there any traces of Elsie's DNA on the rake at all?
Oh god. That is the very powerful question. This is what
No,
we
there
have
was
the
not.
support ticket.
Okay, so the original forensic report, which stated had Scarlett's DNA as well
This
as
is
the
what I was
victims,
afraid of.
and the unknown DNA, which was not actually identified.
That is correct.
All right, cool. No further questions.
It is so powerful.
State.
No further questions for this witness.
Can this witness be released from their subpoena?
Yes.
All right, Detective Teeter, thank you for your time. You're released from your subpoena. You can leave the court as you so please. Your next witness.
One moment. This state will note for the court, based on the forensic evidence submitted to the court today, the blood on the garden returning to the victim, Miss Honey Meadows, the blood on the overalls of Miss Kensington returning to Miss Meadows, Miss Kensington, and Miss Elsie Shaw. The blood on the overalls of Miss Shaw is returning to Miss Meadows, Miss Kensington, and Miss Elsie Shaw. The overalls of both Miss Shaw and Miss Kensington ripped and splattered with blood, showing the signs of the recent altercation. And finally, the CCTV footage showing Miss Kensington carrying the motionless Miss Meadows to the garden, with Miss Shaw walking with him. Miss Meadows put on the ground within the garden, and Miss Kensington and Shaw obscured from view behind the shade. Emerging with the large garden tools and standing above her, their cameras to the back, obscuring their actions. When they are leaving, Miss Meadows can be seen with the long object sticking out of the chest and the pool forming beneath her. For the long period of time, Miss Kensington and Miss Shaw returning to the garden, with Miss Kensington, I can't English, leaning down, bend over Miss Meadows, and leave the area again. And this time, this state will call witness Demon Pierce to the stand. Mr. Pierce. Oh my god, that is the part that I was worried about.
Like an oath of affirmation.
Affirmation.
All right, go ahead and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly affirm to
I
tell
don't
the
know how to
truth, the whole
explain it
truth,
in
and nothing but
character.
the truth? The witness has been sworn in, your honors.
Your witness.
You stick to your honors. Do you need a moment to get comfortable? For the court, please, your name and occupation for the record.
Sergeant Damon Pierce of the LSPD.
Thank you for your service. Are you being familiar with the defendant, Miss Elsie Shaw?
Yeah.
And from where are you recognizing her?
She was I was the arresting officer of a store that she had robbed before she was sent to prison.
And are you recalling the date of this incident? It has been a long time.
It's been a while, so, but I remember like what I did, how I was took part in it, I guess. So
The state at this time would enter into evidence Exhibit 4A through F on line 9. If you are able to access this.
Yeah.
This would be incident 22160, store robbery is shown in Scarlet, Kensington, 1/19/2024. Is this the arrest you're referring to?
Yes.
Can you, for the court, please describe this incident?
So I was patrolling with, at the time, it was Senior Officer Nadia Vera. We got a 911 call about the Little Soul store being robbed. We responded to it as usual. We were first on scene. Upon arrival, there were 2 individuals inside with, I don't recall exactly what the make and model of the vehicle that was parked outside. I went up, took negotiations as usual. They had hurt Robbie, who was the store owner at the time. So we were planning to breach anyway. However, before I could move on with any negotiations, both suspects inside immediately surrendered. This was a rare occurrence, but like not unusual. A lot of times people won't surrender right away, but it's never. They both surrendered. We brought them into custody. It was going to be Scarlett Kensington at the time and Elsie Shaw once we fingerprinted them back to the station. And we were going to process them as usual. The only charge they were looking at for both of them was robbery, because they didn't evade or flee from us on foot. However, Sergeant Xavier Steele at the time, who was in the cells, brought to our attention that an incident had occurred to Miss Kensington. And he stated they might be planning something, but they're not 100% sure. I asked, what do you mean they're planning something?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
He is merely describing, your honors, the conversation he is directly having with Officer Steele regarding concerns they were having about the processing.
Which is speculation.
He is not speculating about this conversation.
No, but he's trying to guess what the intentions of the defendant were.
The objection is overruled.
Anyway, as Steele was stating to me, with this new information that he brought to us, we were unsure if we should send them to the Bolingbrook or just have them serve their time in the cells. As a sergeant, I have the ability to grant 50% off of their time, which for a store robbery would have been, it would have brought it down from 30 months to 15 months. Anything under 20 months, they can serve in the cells. Myself and Nadia were talking to Steele, and we decided that we would try to push to see if they would serve their time in the cells. I asked both Miss Kensington and Miss Shaw if they would be willing to serve their time in the cells. They would get 15 months. I got their plea from them. They both pled guilty, so I was able to knock their time down from 30 to 15. However, they both stated they did not want to serve their time in the cells, and they wouldn't be sent up to Bolingbrook.
So you offer them the opportunity not to go to prison?
Yes, I offered them the opportunity to serve their time, serve their 15 months in the BPD cells, and they would be released once their time was finished.
Okay. Let me see. The state will enter into evidence exhibits 3A through G, line 9 of the docket. This will be the previous altercation between Miss Meadows and Miss Kensington. He referring to in his testimony. During the arriving on the scene, did Miss Kensington or Miss Shaw say anything to you?
All they said to me when we arrived, I didn't even get to negotiations, is they surrendered, and myself and Senior Officer Vera proceeded as normal, and brought them into custody.
Did they be saying anything during the processing?
All they stated was they pled guilty to the charges, and when I asked them if they would like to serve their time in the cells, they denied it and wanted to be signed up to Bolingbroke.
How many years or months have you been the officer for?
How many months have I've been an officer within the department since June 2022.
Oh, thank you for that long time of service. In this long time of experience, have you ever offered anybody to spend the time in the cells, not go to prison before?
Yeah.
And how frequently is it that people are saying, I just want to go to prison?
It's very rare, but it's not impossible. Some people just want to go because they have to go to sleep. But most of the time, they're happy to serve it in the cells.
And these concerns you are mentioning, are you able to elaborate on these concerns?
What concerns exactly?
The concerns during the processing?
All I can recall really is, like I said, Steele brought to our attention that Ms. Shaw and Ms. Kensington had an ulterior motive of wanting to be sent up to prison or getting arrested, but that's all I remember. Like I said, he stated to me that they weren't 100% sure, but it was a possibility.
Did you remain on duty after this?
I no, I was not. I was not. I did not go to the prison call that happened. I think what I heard was it like an hour after they were sent. I had to go off duty like after the arrest. So.
Okay. Thank you. We'll double check. Are you being aware if Miss Shaw did ever be robbing the store before?
I did not look at her record previously. I mean, I arrest a lot. I go to a lot of store robbers and arrest a lot of people. So, I was not aware if this was her first or if she had robbed stores before.
Are you being aware if Miss Kensington did ever be robbing the store before?
I did glance at her record before, and there wasn't a whole lot on her record, especially with like petty crimes like store robberies.
For the court, this state would enter into evidence Exhibit 9A and B on line 22 of the docket. The state will note for the court in this evidence, Miss Kensington is having 0 store robberies ever to be on the record prior to the January 19th. The state will also note that Miss Shaw did not have any robberies since the November 5th of 2023. The state is having no further questions. Oh wait, one more. I lied. Mr. Pierce, let me ask you a question over your experience as the policia. Would you say it is, do I word this? Based on your knowledge and experience, people, no store robberies or no robbing for the very long time. Would you say that was unusual circumstance to be surrendering at the store robbery?
Like I said, it's a very rare occurrence that they just surrender right on the spot because most of the time people they rob stores to get away. But it's not like never happened before that I've seen. There have been times where I've seen it. But if their record is clean, I can't really they could be new to the state or it would be their first time. But all I can say is, like I said, it's a rare occurrence, but it's not impossible.
Last question. Would you say that this incident of this store robbery contributing to the concerns you were having?
I mean, it was a way to get into prison, so it kind of made sense to the concerns that Sergeant Steele was bringing to me and Nadia. So that's why it wasn't like a quick decision. Like, okay, we're gonna not send them up now. It was a lot of talking before we made a final decision on what we were going to do, and like I said, I did attempt to have them serve their time in the cells, but they denied it. So, I mean, really, all I can do is send them up. I can't really hold them there, if they don't want to.
Thank you. The state is having no further questions.
Yeah, just the one question. So you say it's rare for people to choose to go to prison over the cells?
It's rare, but it's not impossible. Like I said.
So, like, you gave an example of like people wanting to go to sleep and such.
Yeah.
So, what about if someone is severely injured after being tortured and having their kidney removed? Would they potentially want to go to the prison to rest instead of standing around in the cells?
Me personally, I've never had an incident to where I've arrested someone and they've been severely injured still in the cells, because if they were injured...
That is exactly what the case was with Miss Kensington. So,
objection. Counsel is testifying.
Objection is sustained.
Right. No further questions.
State.
The state is having no redirect.
Can we release the witness from their subpoena?
The state has no issue with this.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, you are released from your subpoena, Sergeant. You can leave the courtroom as you so please.
Thank you.
In the state, you submitted into evidence at the end of certain periods of testimony. Can you restate those exhibits and where they can be located?
Yes, Your Honor. The state entered into evidence Exhibit 4A to F, line 9. This will be the report from the robbery store 24/7. The state also into evidence Exhibit 3A through G. This would be the report for the altercation between Miss Scarlett Kensington and Honey Meadows, also on line 9.
Okay, thank you.
And also, the state entered into evidence Exhibit 9A and B on line 22. This will be the arrest history of Miss Kensington and Miss Shaw.
Your next witness.
The state would like to review Exhibit 8A, line 21 of the docket. Exhibit 8A is the Xavier Steele deposition.
Go ahead.
3 minutes 17 to 3:59. Mr. Steele affirmed being on duty the date of the incident and respond to the prison. He is asserting that he responded to the prison due to the request of Miss Scarlett Kensington, who had alerted the guards. 402 to 454. When asked about what he did be finding at the prison when arriving, Mr. Steele expressing he was directed towards the prison yard and garden area where he is finding the person in the garden with the rake stick out of the chest. There was being a lot of blood. He was affirming that 2 inmates were standing off to the side, later identified as Miss Scarlett Kensington and Miss Elsie Shaw, and they were just watching. 4:55 to 5:41. When asked about the medical treatment for the victim, Mr. Steele asserted that he was the providing of the initial medical assistance to the victim, doing what he could. He recalling the wreck sticking out of the victim's chest and lots of blood. The amount of blood made it difficult to see the actual injuries. 5:43 to 6:25. When asked about the scene documentation and evidence collection, Mr. Steele affirmed that Detective Cheryl Tigger was called to the scene to be processing the scene and evidence. He later affirmed he collecting the rake but passed it over to Detective Tigger. His main priority on the scene was treating the victim and get her to the infirmary. 6:28 to 6:57. When asked if any individuals other than Miss Shaw or Miss Kensington or first responders was being in the prison, Mr. Steele negated, expressing that Miss Kensington and Miss Shaw was being the only other individuals being awake in the prison. He affirmed that this was being corroborated with the local prison guards who indicate that no other inmates were being awake in the prison. He also adding that he made sure to advise other officers to refrain from sending new inmates into the prison. 6:59 to 7:24. When asked about the victim, Mr. Steele identified her as Miss Honey Meadows. He expressed that he was familiar with Miss Honey Meadows as he had recently sent her to the prison. 7:24 to 7:37. When asked about how long between sending Miss Meadows to the prison to his subsequent response to the prison, Mr. Steele estimated that it was being about 10 to 20 minutes. 7:39 to 9:13. When asked why Miss Meadows had been incarcerated, Mr. Steele expressed that she had been sent for multiple charges relating to an incident where she had kidnapped and removed a kidney from Miss Scarlett Kensington. He acknowledged that at the time the report was opened, but could not be recalling after how long starting the report did Miss Meadows be sent to the prison. This would be State Exhibit 3A or G on line 9. Almost done. 9:19 to 9:44. When asked if he was being aware of subsequent arrests of Miss Shaw and Miss Kensington, Mr. Steele affirmed and added that they were being processed at the same time in the cells as Miss Meadows. 9:48 to 10:16. When asked if there was being any concerns during the time of processing, Mr. Steele affirmed that concerns were voiced, but there was not much they could be doing. 10:16 to 10:35. When asked about specific concerns, Mr. Steele expressed that after being informed of the surrender of Miss Kensington and Miss Shaw following the store robbery, it was suspected that they may be planning to be doing something inside of the prison. Store robbery exhibit 4A through F99. 10:35 to 11:38. When asked about the processing of the suspects, Miss Kensington and Miss Shaw, Mr. Steele affirmed that they were eventually being sent to the prison. Indicate the officers attempted to reduce their time to allow the individuals to serve their time in the cells, avoiding the prison. Would also believe that the individuals would have just committed further more serious crimes where they would have been not able to be giving them time off. 11:59 to 12:30. When asked about how he knew no other inmates was being in the prison other than Miss Shaw and Miss Kensington and Miss Meadows, Mr. Steele expressing that the DLC guard again provide him with that information. 13:04 to 13:28. When asked what immediate actions was being taken to secure and preserve the evidence, Mr. Steele expressed that multiple officers responding to the scene. The officers instructed to detain the nearby prisoners, Miss Shaw and Miss Kensington, while he tended to the victim. 13:28 to 13:58. When asked about relevant items or evidence to this investigation other than the rake, Mr. Steele expressed the only evidence he personally collecting was the rake from the victim. He did not believe any fingerprints was being recovered from this rake. 15:53 to 16:50. When asked about the concerns officers had during processing and if any actions were taken to ensure the safety of the prisoners, Mr. Steele is expressing due to the prison having multiple guards, cameras, and security, it was being the hope that those things would negate anything from happening. He expressed again concern that if they had been releasing instead of going to the prison, they would have committed additional crimes which would weigh heavier on the officers. 1907 to 2022, when asked why he believed Miss Shaw would exact revenge Mr. Steele asserted that he believed Miss Shaw to be one of the close friends of Miss Kensington and added that she was being present at the hospital when Miss Kensington was being recovered. Oh my gosh. The state would call Dr. Justin Cook to the stand.
Hello, Dr. Cook. Would you like an oath or affirmation? Okay. Do you solemnly affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I know.
The witness has been sworn in, Your Honors.
The state will request the doctor to speak up. I could not hear. I believe he is sworn.
Your witness.
Thank you, Your Honors. Good afternoon, doctor. If you could please state your name and occupation for the record.
All right. My name is Dr. Justin Cook, and I'm the Surgeon General for the San Andreas Medical Services.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for your service. Do you recall working on the 19th January 2024?
I do.
And do you recall be responding to the prison on this date?
Yes, I do.
For the record, why did you be going to the prison?
It was reported that a prisoner was suffering from a very severe injury that needed immediate treatment.
And for the record, what was those injuries being?
Well, from what scans showed was a rake that was stabbed through the heart.
This state will introduce into evidence Exhibit 5A on line 17. This will be the morgue autopsy report of Miss Honey Meadows. If you could please reference this exhibit, 5A, line 17 of the docket.
Okay.
Could you please, for the court, note the cause of death?
The cause of death was a stab through the aorta of the heart, or the main blood vessel of the heart.
One moment. Where is it? Oh, perfect. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's right here. The conclusion, could you read that for the court, please?
Yes. It is my professional medical opinion that the cause of death is a traumatic exsanguination, which essentially means you can't breathe, due to a ruptured aorta caused by a stab wound. The death is ruled unnatural and classified as a homicide.
And for the court, can you elaborate on what is traumatic exsanguination?
It essentially means you are without oxygen to the brain and lungs.
And the ruptured aorta. Could you describe that for the court?
The ruptured aorta is the main blood vessel of the heart, and by rupturing the aorta, it can pretty much cause instant death.
In your opinion, the Surgeon General, would an injury such as this be leaving a large amount of blood?
That is correct.
If you could please reference Exhibit 1B. That is line 9 of the docket. And also 2A on line 9 of the docket. Question for you. Would the amount of blood seen in the CCTV footage and the amount of blood in the garden be consistent with the amount of blood that would be lost during the ruptured aorta?
It would.
On this body, in your observations and this medical report, were there being any indications of any additional stabbing injuries?
That was the only stab injury that was noticed.
Okay, thank you. In your medical opinion, based on this report and you're observing at the time of the incident, would you say the Rick stabbing was the cause of this traumatic exsanguination and ruptured aorta?
Yes, it was.
In your experience and knowledge, would an injury such as this be leaving the trail of blood if the person was being moved to a different location after the stabbing?
That is correct.
No further questions.
Defense.
Hello, Justin.
Hello.
So, just to be clear, as a medical professional, you claimed that the victim suffered from exsanguination, correct?
I did.
And you said that was her like struggling to breathe. Was to do with that, correct?
It's either that or it can be like blood draining from an organ or something.
Yes.
Right, but being unable to breathe would be asphyxiation, no?
I mean, I mixed up my words there, so apologize.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice. It's fine. It's fine. It's just yeah. Exsanguination would be bleeding out, not struggling to breathe. Yeah. No problem. So obviously, after arriving on the scene, you'd have obviously seen the victim with a rake in their chest. Would you say that is the main cause of death for the victim?
It is the instrument that caused the cause of death.
Yeah. So it was the instrument that obviously
Yes.
created the wounds to cause the death, right? And when you arrived, were there any immediate medical interventions that you performed to attempt to save the victim's life?
Yes, I went through our process of treating a code blue or a flatlining patient.
Okay. So obviously, with you being, I guess, such a high ranking within the medical profession, what I guess training experiences in responding to crime scenes such as this, specifically potential homicides, would you say you have to qualify you?
Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god. 2 years.
I mean,
Holy shit.
By trade, I am a blood scientist by trade.
Let me give you some love.
And I
Let's
have
see.
degrees in chemistry.
Oh, where's my
And I
happy
have
heart?
treated
Here,
many
we put
patients
some happy hearts in there.
in these sort of situations over the years that I've been a part of the San Andreas Medical Service.
There you go. All the happy hearts.
Oh, it's
Thank you
impressive.
so much.
Impressive. So you're a blood scientist.
Yes.
And you claimed exsanguination was the one of the causes of death, but then claimed it was struggling to breathe.
I mean, like,
I'm not going to answer a question based on a word mix-up.
I mean, it's. I feel it's less of a word mix-up, more of a.
Your Honor, objection. Yes, badgering the witness. Badgering.
Well, the objection is overruled.
Oh my god.
Right, no further questions.
Stay.
No further questions at this time.
Can the doctor be released of their subpoena?
Yes.
No medical degree.
Of
Oh my
course,
god.
yep.
He is a RP fucking doctor. What do you want from him? Let me see. Exhibit still deposition, kidnapping. This is the last evidence to review. Is everything okay? I don't know what is happening back there.
Bye, Killian. Have fun with your circus.
Your next witness.
This stat would briefly review Exhibit 8B, line 22, Jack Cannon, affidavit. In this affidavit, Officer Jack Cannon recalled responding to the prison as the backup unit to the request of Sergeant Xavier Steele. He recalled assisting in securing the prison and detaining the prisoners Scarlett Kensington and Elsie Shaw, who were then escorted to the cells. Asserting that Elsie Shaw, Scarlett Kensington, and Miss Honey Meadows were the only prisoners being awake at the time of his response. He assisted in the evidence collection by taking photos. He recalled the victim, Miss Honey Meadows, lying on the ground in the garden with the ricks sticking out to the chest. On the prisoners, he observed cuts and bruises on the face and hands of Miss Elsie Shaw. He remained on the scene to assist in security until the victim was pronounced deceased and placed into a body bag by Dr. Cook. Also, Exhibit 8C, Theo Photoopolis, line, I believe 35, amended, affidavit. Officer Photoopolis recalled responding to the emergency alert made by Scarlett Kensington at the prison. Upon arrival at the prison courtyard, he observed two individuals later identified as Scarlett Kensington and Elsie Shaw standing away from the courtyard, where an individual was laying on the ground with a handle through the chest and blood around the body. He assisted in providing medical treatment along with Xavier Steele as the individual was in critical condition. They were eventually moved to the infirmary where Dr. Cook called the time of death. He recalled that Elsie Shaw and Scarlett were detained for the investigation and that the officer Cannon observed blood on the clothing. He and Officer Cannon observed blood on the clothing of Kensington and Shaw. He also asserted that Cannon and Tigger and himself moved the other two prisoners into the cell block and into separate cells. Their clothing was swapped out. That is all.
You have no other witnesses?
No, Your Honor. No other witnesses or evidence to be submitting.
Do you rest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, your first witness or first piece of evidence?
I'd like to bring Miss Scarlett Kensington to the stand, please.
Oh, there she go.
Hello, Miss Kensington. Would you like an oath or affirmation?
An affirmation, please.
Sounds good. Raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. I also need something to eat and drink, if you don't mind.
Yeah, gotcha.
Thank you.
Yep. The witness has been sworn in, Your Honors.
Give me one moment before you begin your line of questioning.
Mm-hmm.
Your witness.
Thank you.
Okay, this is where I need to pay attention.
Hello, Miss Kensington. How are you?
Hello, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So we'll start off with the obvious. You've since pled guilty to the charge of murder of Miss Honey Meadows, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Could you just give us a recollection of your events, including everything that yourself and Miss Shaw did at the prison, which resulted in the incident?
Sure. So, where do you want me to start, actually?
I guess as soon as you arrived at the prison after transport.
Sure. We arrived in the cells in the prison, and I saw Honey, who I had just had an altercation with earlier in the evening. And she started running her mouth, and she punched Elsie because they got into a verbal altercation, at which point a fist fight broke out and Honey became incapacitated. And then I started carrying her to the medical facility, but then I changed my mind and carried her to the garden. When we got to the garden, I threw her on the ground and I saw a rake and decided I was going to kill her. So I shoved the rake into her chest.
Okay. Just to clarify, the fist fight that happened in the cells, that was between yourself and Honey Meadows, correct?
It was all three of us, but it was mostly between Honey and myself.
Okay. And when you were in the garden, what exactly did Elsie Shaw do?
She didn't do anything with Honey or myself. She went over to another part of the garden and was shoveling dirt.
Ah, so she didn't help you at all with the outside. Oh, okay. Well, seeing as my client's been charged with an accomplice charge, do you happen to know the, I guess the description of what an accomplice is?
I don't actually, off the top of my head, know the exact definition as it relates to the state.
Okay, so just to inform you, an accomplice is actually somebody that their actions help someone in the commission of the crime, and you previously stated that Elsie did not actually help you.
No, Elsie was only with me because I had just had my kidney forcibly removed by Honey earlier in the evening, and she was concerned with my well-being. But she wasn't there to... She had no idea what I was planning. She wasn't there to help me. She was more so just making sure I didn't, like, rip my stitches open or...
Yeah, being a supportive friend.
Yeah, but she didn't have any idea that I was there to do anything to Honey.
Okay, so being a supportive friend, but in no way had any idea what you were doing and did not assist you in the matter.
No, other than the fist fight, that was really the only time she was like directly physically involved. But like I said, that started with Honey punching Elsie and the two of them exchanging a couple of punches, and then Honey and I got into it, and that was really the only real involvement that Elsie had in the matter.
All right. Well, thank you very much. No further questions.
Oh.
State.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Just a few questions for this redirect. You affirmed being in the prison.
Yes.
And how did you be get into the prison?
Elsie and I robbed a store.
And you stated you were Elsie concerned about your injuries.
Yes.
Question: why did you be robbing this store?
Because we thought it would be fun. And then while we were in the store, I started to feel unwell given my physical state. And then when Ravi tried to shoot us and there was a little altercation with Ravi, we kind of quickly realized that I wasn't up to like a police chase or running or anything like that. And so we just decided to surrender.
Okay, you're not up for the police chase. because of your injuries, of course. Why were you up to going to the prison then?
My reasoning for wanting to go to the prison rather than staying in the cells is that there's a medical facility available at the prison. And I felt more comfortable, given my physical state at the time, being in a place where I could get medical treatment if I needed it, rather than sitting in a nasty police cell where I've witnessed people vomit all over the floor.
Are you aware that there is multiple hospitals not in the prison across the state?
Yeah, I'm aware.
So why would you prefer the infirmary to the hospitals across the state?
Because I was being charged with a crime and pleading guilty, so I had to serve my time somewhere, and I would rather do that where I could get medical treatment.
Oh. You
If I was staying in the cells for my sentence, there would be no way for me to get immediate medical attention if I needed it.
You are believing the police would just let you be dying in the cells?
Considering they run people over every day, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Also, you are certain that Miss Elsie Shaw in the garden was shoveling the dirt.
Yes.
If you could, for the court, reference State Exhibit 2A. In particular, the CCTV camera footage.
Okay.
At what point in this footage is Miss Elsie Shaw shoveling dirt?
From my recollection, we entered the garden. I was carrying Honey, and like I said, I threw her on the ground, and Elsie grabbed a shovel and went to another part of the garden. So it was pretty much immediately as soon as we entered the garden. But I wasn't really paying that close of attention to what Elsie was doing because I was more focused on my goal of being in the garden.
If I may have this sidebar, Your Honors.
What now?
What now? The footage is clearly showing the Miss Elsie Shaw and Miss Scarlett Meadows both standing at Honey's body, both holding the gardening tools, their backs towards the camera, obscuring what they are doing. It is not showing anybody shoveling any dirt
It
or
also
going to a
has
different
no
part of the garden.
incriminating evidence to show that they actually did anything when they were there. The CCTV is actually very lacking of evidence, I will say.
At the state would assert that Miss Scarlett Kensington is committing the perjury.
Okay. We'll take it under advisement. Is there a reason why you're deciding to motion this in a sidebar rather than in open court?
Oh, I didn't know if I could do that in the open court. If you would like, I can do this in the open court.
Doc, are you fine with just taking it under advisement here, and we'll get it with our ruling, or?
Yeah, it's a little redundant to do it again. We'll just take it under vote.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take it under advisement. Any other questions or any comments?
No.
I mean, you'd like to claim perjury on that, but the CCTV doesn't actually show anything other than them standing there. There's no like actions made, no movements.
Yes, it also shows that. Well, we will talk about this in the closing. But it also does not show anybody walking away and shoveling in a different part of the garden.
It also doesn't show the her using the rake and forcing it into the chest. However, that's being claimed from the CCTV footage. That isn't, very descriptive.
Okay, we'll take it under advisement and we'll solicit arguments at a later time.
Okay.
So let's continue the
Apologies. Shit. I fucked up. Let me see. No. Oh god, they're not here.
Bailiff. You can announce them back in.
All rise. The court is now back in session.
I don't.
You may be seated. Your line of questioning can continue.
Thank you, Your Honors. Miss Kensington. When you're in the garden, with Miss Honey Meadows, you are certain that you killed her.
Yes.
And what way did you do this?
I took a rake and I shoved it in her chest.
No further questions.
Defense.
As the state just questioned on how you did it, did Elsie Shaw help you do that?
No, absolutely not. As I've stated, she had no idea of what my intentions were. And I don't believe she would have helped me even if she had known.
Then no further questions.
State.
No redirect.
Can the witness be released of their subpoena?
They can, Your Honor.
Okay. The witness can sit down. If DOC wants to transport to prison now, they can. Or she can remain until the conclusion of trial. Your next witness?
Defense rests.
Okay. Do you guys need time for closing?
I'm ready.
The state also prepared.
Okay. Give me 1 second. All right, state. Proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Apologies. Your Honor and people being present today, the state will be thanking you for your attention and patience during this trial. Also, happy St. Patrick's Day. During this trial, the state with the testimony and presenting of the evidence did be proving beyond any doubt that the defendant, Miss Elsie Shaw, is being guilty as the accomplice in the murder first degree of Miss Honey Meadows. On the January 19, 2024, Miss Meadows pled guilty to the attempted murder and kidnapping and torture of Miss Scarlett Kensington. During her processing, Miss Kensington and her accomplice, Miss Elsie Shaw, already plotting the revenge. The triggering the robbery at the 24/7 in Little Seoul, necessitating the policia response, and there they are immediately surrendering. They brought to the same VPD so soon after being the victim that Miss Honey Meadows was still being processed for the aforementioned attack.